A supreme effort. I'm Catherine Feltner in Philadelphia. Tonight, we'll tell you about a new campaign to help persecuted Christians in the Middle East.
Jubilee Year Veneration. The remains of St. Padre Pio come to St. Peter's Basilica as Lent begins next year. Sites. Israeli media says Meyer Ettinger was arrested late Monday. He is linked to attacks on Christian churches last month. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pledged zero tolerance for Jewish terrorism. This follows a pair of deadly attacks against a Palestinian toddler and a 16-year-old Jewish girl. Christians are persecuted in more than half of the world's countries, according to new Pew research. Well, today, the world's largest fraternal organization launches a new relief campaign for Christian refugees. Catherine Zeltner reports from the Knights of Columbus International Convention in Philadelphia. Catherine?
Brian, the Knights of Columbus have already donated more than $3 million to persecuted Middle East Christians. But today they announced a new initiative to aid what Pope Francis calls a humanitarian tragedy.
Vorrei invitare ancora
Pope Francis praying for Christians killed for their faith by ISIS terrorists in February. In the wake of persecution, the U.S. has granted visas to more than 900 Syrian refugees, but only 28 to Christians.
How comes that we apply for the American visa and there's a clear case of persecution? You don't need a lot of story to be said. It's quite obvious, and we've been denied the visa.
This discrimination is unjust.
The Knights of Columbus have supported Christian refugees during this time, but
starting today, we will do even more.
The Knights will encourage the 10,000 local councils to bring awareness to their parishes. 100% of donations to the Christians at Risk campaign will go to the humanitarian aid. Knights will also distribute olive wood crosses crafted in Bethlehem as a sign of global Christian solidarity. Iraqi Archbishop Warda says that solidarity is important.
We would like them to be aware how difficult it is to be a Christian in Middle East these days.
Syrian Archbishop Jean Bart agrees. In the cradle of Christianity, he says Catholics are called to be witnesses of Christ today.
It is a moment of the history where we have to stand up and to fight, to be able to continue a 2,000-year presence in this part of the world.
Philadelphia is a significant city for today's announcement. It was here 89 years ago where the Knights announced a campaign to help Catholics persecuted in Mexico. If you want to donate or help the cause for persecuted Christians in the Middle East, visit www.christiansatrisk.org. Brian?
Catherine Zeltner in Philadelphia.